everyone. This is Jody Luster, or JL, and you are on Elevated Living at elevateme.org. And we're continuing our Concept versus Concept series in March 2011. And today I thought it would be very apropos, off of our evening of knowledge and understanding, to discuss stupidity versus ignorance. Now, I know these are not the most politically correct topics. However, I think it's appropriate. I think we need to delve into these just a little more, uncover some truths. Let's talk about ignorance, which I think is the kinder of these two topics. And although ignorance, or calling someone ignorant, can be just as inflammatory as calling someone stupid, it is, in fact, the truth. You see, I don't know everything there is to know about every human life on the face of the earth. There are so many scientific facts and theoretical applications that I just don't know. For instance, I cannot tell you off the top of my head the distance in light years from our moon to the planet Neptune. Nor can I tell you at what depths in the ocean will you find the infamous and ancient giant squid. I can't even tell you what ocean that would be in, for that matter. There are so many professions and intricate details of just physics and nature and human behavior that we just don't know. There are things scientists are still looking for, cures that still have not yet been discovered. Things that, as a human race, we're just plain ignorant about. And even in my quest to be highly intelligent and knowledgeable and to understand things in their context, even in that I have calculated that there are not enough lifetimes to know all that there is to know. So let's be a little okay, for lack of a better term, with the fact that we won't know everything. We can't know everything. Most of our lives are not 1,000,000,000 years long, which is about how long it would take you to know everything, and I bet even then there would be new discoveries and new questions posed such that even a 1,000,000,000-year-old student of life will still have some ignorance. Let's agree to accept that as a fact of human nature. Now, on the other side of the coin is that old imp stupidity. Not a nice word, not at all, but appropriate in many instances. Sometimes it's just hard to find the words to say it, and stupid will do it. Now, it's not necessarily a word we should use in casual conversation, and we definitely should not be tossing it around at people. But it's good to know what your working definition of it is. And for all intents and purposes, although it is a very close kin to ignorance, stupid takes it a step further. It's ignorance and indifference. And even further than that, it's ignorance and just plain obstinance to what is real and what is growth and what is knowledge. There are some people that I'm sure we've met in our lives or that we have heard about in the media that just don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know any better. They don't want to do any better. And they are, in fact, happy in their state of sheer and utter ignorance. These people live it up in that old saying that ignorance is bliss. And for the purposes of this video, they apply the term stupidity, and they do it very well. We have to decide on which side of the coin we will live, because as we know, on one hand, we will never live long enough to know all that there is to know. But on the other side, shouldn't we have a thirst to know more and to strive for higher and better? After all, knowledge is power, unless it's not applied. And inapplication is the equivalent of indifference, right? So, at the end of this presentation, let's take to heart that ignorance in certain instances is just a fact of our existence, but that stupidity, well, stupidity is a choice, and probably not the best one. This has been Jody Luster, or JL, and you are on Elevated Living at elevateme.org. And until we next connect, I am wishing you to be comfortable in your lane and okay with not knowing all that there is to know, until you can become a student of your next pursuit in knowledge, while living the very best of life.